It's true. I have always been nervous, terribly nervous. My illness didn't dull my senses, it sharpened them. My hearing was the keenest of all. I could hear things in heaven, on earth, and even, I thought, beneath the floorboards. So don't say I am mad. I was very fond of the old man. He had never wronged me, never insulted me. I didn't want his money. I think it was his eye. Yes, that was it. The eye. He had an eye like that of a vulture, pale, with a film over it, and whenever it fixed itself on me, my blood ran cold. And little by little, I made up my mind to kill the old man and rid myself of that eye forever. Every night, around midnight, I turned the latch of his door, slowly, very slowly, slower than the minute hand of a clock. When my head was inside the room, I opened the lantern. Oh, so cautiously. Just enough for a single thin ray of light to fall straight upon the vulture eye. But it was always closed. Closed. And a closed eye cannot trouble me. It was not the old man who vexed me. It was his eye. I did this for 7 long nights. In the morning, I was kind to him, kinder than ever. I called him by name, asked how he had slept, and showed him I had no reason to harm him. But on the 8th night, I was more cautious than ever. The night was black, heavy, still. My hand did not tremble, not once, and yet I had never felt such power, such triumph. The minute hand of a clock moved faster than my hand did. I knew he was awake. I had stirred him. He sat up in bed, listening, terrified. I, in the darkness, knew what he felt, because I too had sat up in the night, listening to a sound I did not know. Then I opened the lantern, just a little, and the ray fell upon it, upon the eye. There it was, wide open. The vulture eye, the hateful film, the cold stare. And then I heard it. First a low, dull, quick sound, like a watch wrapped in cotton. It was the beating of the old man's heart. His heart grew quicker and quicker and louder and louder. He was terrified. The sound would be heard by a neighbor. The hour had come. I leapt into the room. He shrieked once, only once, and I dragged him to the floor. I pulled the heavy bed over him. Then the beating stopped. The old man was stone dead. First, I dismembered the corpse, head, arms, legs. Then I lifted 3 floorboards and hid the remains in the space below. I replaced the boards so cleverly, so neatly, that no human eye, not even his, could have detected anything wrong. There was no blood stain. I had cut it all. It was 4 in the morning when I finished, and the night was still as midnight. What could I fear now? Then, a knock at the door. 3 men, police officers. A neighbor had heard a shriek in the night. I smiled. I told them I had cried out in a dream. I welcomed them in, showed them the house, invited them to search. My confidence won them over. Finally, I brought chairs into the room and, in the wild audacity of my perfect triumph, I set my own chair right over the spot where the corpse lay. They were satisfied. We talked pleasantly of ordinary things. They sat, they smiled, they chatted. But after a while, I began to feel a ringing. No, a thudding. A sound, very faint at first. I knew that sound. It was like the beating of a watch in cotton. It was the beating of his heart. I talked more quickly, more loudly, but the sound increased. Louder, louder, louder. They still chatted, still smiled, still acted as if nothing were wrong. Of course they heard it. Of course they suspected. They knew. They were mocking me with their smiles. Louder, louder, louder. Stop pretending, you villains. I confess, I killed him. Leave the floorboards. Here, here. It is the beating of his hideous heart.